Hey there guys, it's me, Moliminous. Welcome to NewzPop. Sorry if you hear any background noise. Stuff is getting moved around and all that stuff, so I still have my echo. I haven't put out the soundproofing, but let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, so it turns out that the episode that we had for 22 is actually wrong. It's some of you pointing it out in Twitter and Discord and everything like that, which I appreciate and whatnot. I may come across maybe a little butthurt at times because I don't want to have to go back and re-edit everything. But yes, it turns out that Uncommon Bond, despite what Zaptuit is saying for some reason, it's actually episode 24, at least according to the wiki and the fact that we have a promo, which you can go ahead and go see on Moliminous Theater. Before we get into all the other news that's coming out here, guys, I want to go ahead and do some little bit of self-promotion. Look, guys, YouTube is kind of killing all creators. Like, we've seen such a huge drop-off in views. And we've noticed that it's not just because people are disinterested in content. And so from PewDiePie to Jake Paul to KSI to Jack's Film to etc, a lot of us are seeing a drop off in subs and a drop off in views, which hurts us a lot, especially when you compound that effect with the fact that they're pretty much holding monetization for the first 24 to 48 hours on every single video, which is where a lot of us make our most amount of our money. And so I'm gonna have to pose this to you guys. If you guys enjoyed this content, I would really appreciate it if you guys just pledged even $1 on Patreon, or if you want, you can go ahead and pick up this new Cash Money shirt that's on our TeePublic store, and that will also help us out a lot, and you get a little awesome little shirt there. We'll be promoting those as well, because just like the Patreon, it is something that will really support the show. But your Patreon support is a security net that really does help if you guys have the extra money out there. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the regular news here. So the actual one that's coming out on the 22nd, there seems to be no hiatus that I can tell at least, will be Once Upon a Zeppelin, which is completely different, and I'll go ahead and give you guys that synopsis on this Tuesday, most likely. As always, we'll be having the streams on Moliminous Theater 2 until probably actually the end of this season, it looks like. We don't get that strike removed until 29th. As far as other cartoons and other events that we'll be streaming, you know, that will still probably be going on. In fact, our other events are actually our largest ones, so you guys will have plenty to look forward to. But once again, it's Once Upon a Zeppelin for episode 22. There is no mini hiatus, it looks like. It looks like it's going to be straight normal, so don't worry. Other than that, we've had tons and tons of spoilers for the movie, to the point where I don't even feel like I should show most of this. We've had 4 or 6 new trailers drop, and then we've also had a behind the scenes look of how they're making the movie, which is 30 minutes long, and it has a lot of clips in there. Not only that, but we've had the entire soundtrack released as well. This is something that I've always criticized the show about doing, because they seem to commercialize the show and movies as much as possible, putting out merchandise and toys well in advance. And that seems to be because they're trying to push the toy sales to compensate for potential box office drops. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure. It may even just be a thing that too much money is never enough money with most companies, and so if they see a room to increase their profit margins, they're going to do it. Hasbro is a toy company first and foremost before they are an entertainment or film company, so maybe that's why they're doing this. Regardless, it looks like the movie's at least going to be a fun community event, which will be happening in America at least in the next 5 days here. My tickets are for the 5th of October. I don't know about everyone else. Mine's for the 5th at like 7 p.m. or something like that. So some people may have theirs different, but that is for me. So let me know down below if you guys have already booked your tickets. If you haven't booked your tickets, I don't really promote EQD a lot, but they do have also a meetup list for different people. Again, it's not fully fleshed out. There's a lot of states in America that aren't even on there, and it seems to be a heavily American-driven list, but there are still some places that are in the EU and etc. where you guys can go ahead and meet up with other people and go see the movie. I know it's happening earlier for some of you guys out there, so be sure to go ahead and do that as soon as possible if you like that. I think that's just about going to do it for us in terms of large mentions that are happening. Most of it's concerning the movie. A lot of it is just trailer after trailer after promo after promo. They even had, and I thought this would be a joke concept, I didn't think people were actually doing this. They had a promo for the trailer that they released of the special for the making of the movie, and that is just so much leaked content. It's not even leaked, they just want to give it to us. But despite the nature of my job, I do rather want to go into this movie somewhat blind. I haven't listened to any of the songs, and I just want to be able to experience it without them shoving everything down my throat beforehand to try to get me to buy toys and books and CDs and everything like that. But hey, let me know what you guys feel down in the comments below. Like I said, be sure to support us on Patreon if you can. If you can't, think about getting a shirt, and maybe just subscribe and like this video as well. So with that done, with all the shilling done, I'll see you guys in the next one. I've been Moliminous. Peace and lim out, guys.